Cooler weather is just around the corner, but while the warm weather is still here, take advantage of our $49 total home comfort checkup from Premier Heating and Air. Premier Heating and Air is a locally owned and operated company. Log on to premierishere.com and experience the Premier difference today.
Welcome everybody. I have with me today Brian Mallette. You can already see that. We have talked numbers of times and I'm excited. We're in the new, I call it multi-purpose. Is that right?
It's actually, it's our indoor complex here at Southern Pines. But yes, sir, it is a multi-purpose facility, the only one like it in the state of Georgia.
Yeah. And looking around, I believe it's 56,000 square feet.
It's right at 53,000 square feet. The turfed area is about 30,000 square feet. You can play anything from football to baseball, softball, soccer, kickball, anything.
What's this going to do? And you're going to be looking at footage as we talk here. You're not going to just be staring at us. You got to see this, so don't go anywhere. But it is so impressive to sit here in the middle of this where we are. Just go around visually as the viewers watch and just tell us, just start here and just go on around.
So we have half a football field that'll be running like this. And it'll be the gray line. So when you walk in here, you're going to see a lot of different lines on the turf. The yellow is soccer, and you actually have 3 soccer fields laid out to where you can play 3 different style of soccer. The blue in the corner as you walk in is, for baseball and softball. You actually could play, we're going to play some of our T-ball and probably first year coach pitch. We're going to try to play some games in here, as well as we're going to try to play some of our flag football in here. We're excited about that, to be able to do that and have that inside the building. I just think that's pretty cool. Again, we've got netting around the sides. We do have some construction still going on as far as we're probably a couple of weeks away from finishing our netting. You'll actually have a dome net that goes over the top of it so no ball can hit the ceiling or anything like that. You have three drop down batting cages that come out of the ceiling, which is really neat. Then you'll have, right now we have 2 batting cages up top. We're adding a 3rd batting cage up top. We have a huge plyo wall for athletics up there. We're adding an office space up top, office/storage, and then we have 3 huge classrooms. We're working on our concession stand. We'll be doing a really nice concession stand in here, but we're excited. Things that we've got our after school and summer program in here, which is about 30 kids. And this is cool. It's cool to be able to see those kids come in here and enjoy and have a facility of their own. We've kind of put them in the ag building, so to say.
Yeah.
The church on the summer. So Miss Melanie has done a really, really good job with that. Behind us, you have 3 big curtains that let down, up and down, which you can separate the basketball courts. So you can play basketball, you can play pickleball, you can play volleyball, you can play 1 court of tennis. It's wide open. I've had groups come in and look at it and they're like, oh my gosh, little B old Dublin. Yeah. It's got this.
Scheduling things and I said to you off camera, we always want grace. We got to give grace, and we got to work with each other as a community, don't we?
Yes, sir. The one thing that's worried me about this building has been, we've never done anything like this, of this magnitude, and scheduling is going to be an issue just because, we're going to make some mistakes, and we're working on, doing the best that we can. But, at the end of the day, sometimes you got to compromise, and you may not get all of the turf, you may not get 3 batting cages, you may not get both basketball courts. You may have to have one, you know, but again, to have this in our community, if people will be patient, we're truly blessed.
Yeah. So what about, you talk about scheduling, what do like parents want to bring the kid to the batting cage, or you want to do certain things out here? So how do you go about somebody watching that, you know, wants to use it here and there? I know you rent it sometimes, or you got to make money. This
Yes, sir.
thing's expensive, and
Yes,
you got to
sir.
operate it.
You gotta operate it, and it's got to generate some income. You know, so this building was built with SPLOST dollars, and obviously, you know, SPLOST dollars can only be used for building and not operational costs. So we do have to make some money in here, and we do have to. But with that being said, hours right now that we're talking about is Monday through Thursday, from like 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Friday is going to be 8 to 6. Saturday is going to be, I believe, 10 to 6. And then Sunday is going to be 2 to 6. You know, and we're trying to get everybody to help us take care of this place and keep it nice. And that's, you know, when the rec department has events in here, usually will be somewhere from 6 to 10, which we will have a TV that'll be flashing and have all the events that we'll have in here going on. But, you know, I want the community to come and enjoy it, come and use it, come and, you know, also with that being said, if, you know, be patient with people, be considerate.
Amen. Yeah, we're all one community. We got to work together. We got to help each other. So if I want to bring Cohen out and do batting practice, I call the recreation department, schedule a 30-minute time or 50, however you do that.
You know, that's the part of it that's going to get tricky. I mean, you know, I've had people come in, you know, I've had people come in and use the batting cages. You know, we have teams that come in, and usually, again, teams are going to show up from that 6 o'clock on. So, like what I call open is really 8 to that 5.
Right.
You know, again, we do have our after-school program in here right after school, and you know they are in areas out here whenever the kids get done with their homework and stuff, and they're tutoring and things like that. So again, you know, it's just something we have to work through.
Yeah.
But yes, they can reach out to and call the office and ask, you know, hey, can I come in this time? Yes. You know, again, it's communication.
Amen. Amen. That's the key to anything, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break. Come back.
The weather's cooling down, football's in the air, and there's never been a better time to get a winning deal at Dublin Chevy GMC. Whether it's an EV or an HD, a GMC or Chevrolet, with savings up to $10,000 off MSRP, now's the time to get a new Chevy or GMC truck. And if you're planning those fall trips to the ball game, come check out our full selection of family-sized SUVs. So while summer might be winding down in Middle Georgia, we're just cranking up the deals at Dublin Chevy GMC.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $3,500.
Products you can count on, a name you can trust. That's Midstate Tractor and Equipment.
Welcome back, everybody. Continuing my conversation with Brian Mallette. So with this building, what will you be adding program-wise?
So program-wise, what we'll be adding is, you know, we're adding wrestling. We purchased 2 wrestling mats. Mr. Alan Giles will be overseeing our wrestling program. We're adding indoor soccer, and we're adding travel basketball. Some of the stuff that we're going to talk about, probably starting our rec basketball a little bit earlier, and probably having a middle school division to where, you know, the craziest thing that I've seen, and I'm going to change gears a little bit, is how many people come in here and gravitate to the basketball courts. So I've been talking to Miss Charlene Nobles and TK Flowers about, man, there's got to be something for the kids. I remember it being church league when I was growing up.
Yeah.
You know, it's got to be something for the kids that play other sports that want to play basketball in that 6th grade to 8th grade or older that don't play school basketball.
Yeah.
There's a ton of kids, and you know, you could just do it for a month, or you could do it for 2 months and have it. I mean, you don't even need a coach. I've watched so many kids since last Tuesday play basketball on those courts and have a blast.
Yeah.
I mean, hundreds.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So there's a need. I mean, we have to find what we can do and how we do it.
Well, we know wrestling at East and West, they can accommodate so many wrestlers. Basketball, everybody can't play basketball. You only can have so many guys play. So that leaves wide open people that can play ball. They just didn't make the team because you only can have 12, 13 or so people. You got a lot more talent out there.
Oh yeah. My son even said the other day, was like, hey Dad, can we put together a group and play each other on Fridays? And I was like, you know, that right there, if we run a program to where we do like a Friday night, like little league, get your 3 guys, and play, you know, 3-on-3. I mean, you know, that to me is still, I've just been blown away with the few days that we've been open, how many people have come in here. The Tuesday that we opened up, we got our CO on a Monday, and the Tuesday that we opened up, Mr. James, I watched a soccer team come in here, and before they started, every one of those kids went to the basketball court. And afterwards, half of them, I didn't run them out. I was just like, hey guys, it's 8:20. You know, 8:20, 8:30, it's time to, it'll be open tomorrow, come back. I mean, where do our youth go?
Yeah.
Where do our high schools have to go? Where do our high school kids have to go?
Yeah. Well, they got a place now.
They got a place now. So, you know, we just got to staff it, and again, it comes back to being patient. If people in our community will be patient, we're going to, hey, look, as I always say, do you want to be part of the solution or part of the problem?
Yep.
You know, and, you know, being part of the solution is help us help them.
Yeah.
So excited about what this can offer for our youth. It can be a game changer for our community.
And I need all the help I can get. We need to help each other, and that's what I think should come out of us talking today. But, okay, what goes on in a typical weekend at Southern Pines? Like, say last weekend, what's going on out here?
Well, just a few weeks ago, we had 45 soccer teams. We had 36 softball teams, and that was Saturday. You had 36 softball teams. You had pickleball tournament going on, and you had a horse event going on just at Southern Pines. So you come out here on Saturday, and there's over 3,000 people out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then the Sunday we have 30-something baseball teams rolling in. So, you know, it's usually a Saturday, Sunday event. Like this weekend, we have Perfect Game coming in. I didn't look Monday to see how many teams. It's usually around that 30 to above mark. But that's a 2-day event. That's putting heads in beds. It's in Dublin, Georgia. So.
Well, 30 teams. It's just simple math. If you had 10 players on each team, you got a few more than that, I know. That's, you know, 300. You got mom and daddy, and probably like me, grandpa's coming, or grandma, and aunt or uncle here and there. And like you said, that's heads in beds. That's in the restaurants. And one of my biggest complaints people complain to me about is, well, but we can't get in a restaurant on the weekend. There's so many people here. I said, well, go Tuesday night. I mean, go to Longhorns or Cracker Barrel or Ruby Tuesday, wherever you want to go. We can go Monday night. This is revenue, and I want to segue into that. We just got the numbers. Last year when we talked, tourism brought in about 110 million. This last, which was for 2024 now, 124 million. And we both looked at the numbers over the last 10 years. It is just, it's more than double in the last 8 or 10 years. And this is a big part of it out here. And this will be where we're sitting, but Southern Pines is a very large part of that.
Southern Pines is a huge, I can tell you last year, 180,000 people participated in baseball and softball tournaments.
Wow.
And that's not a factual number. That's a, that's a number that to me, I had somebody yesterday from a community outside of Lawrence County text me and want to know if we had any dates that we could let an outside group come in and do tournaments, and I was like, there's no dates available. I mean, there's really not. It's
that's a good problem.
Every date, now you have times that are slow, like December, January, the first part of January, end of January. So December, January, but 10 months out of the year, there's something going on at the park pretty much every weekend. Even the Ag Building has, I think it was 30-something dates. So 30-something dates out of, 52 weeks?
Yeah. 180,000 people?
Yes, sir.
That's a lot. That's a crazy number.
That's not what happens Monday through Friday out here, or Monday through Thursday.
League play, yeah.
That has nothing to do. Those are zero numbers.
Yeah.
Monday through Thursday. So people that actually come to the park, man, it's Southern Pines is a huge tourism spot for people. It's crazy because I see people outside of Lawrence County, and they're like, "Where are you from?" And I was like, "Dublin." They're like, "Southern Pines." Yeah.
Same thing.
Been there, I mean, it's. You always tell me you're looking at tags, and now I'm catching on to some of that and looking at tags and seeing where people are from, and it's cool. Again, we had a group from North Carolina here about a month ago, and they're wanting to bring about 600 kids to this facility. And when you break that down, again, like you said, that's 600 kids in one day coming to this building. I mean, that's...
Yeah, and they don't drive themselves.
That group's not driving.
No.
Because they're all under 14 years old. So, at least times two.
Oh, yeah.
At least.
And my word, I always tell people, it's an economic engine. This thing is turning on all cylinders. All these things going on. The 180,000 is just... That's just an unbelievable number. 10, 12 years ago, it didn't even seem possible. But the work not only you have done, but your staff, I mean, they work. I mean, you don't have them here for no reason.
Well, I always try to make sure that everyone understands how important, everybody from Miss Kay to Jordy, to Casey, to Eli, to TK, to Miss Charlene, to Kanda, to the guys in the maintenance, with Ty, all these guys in our office and everything that everybody does, and then my board is it is an active board. They get it. They are super supportive. They have been a huge Jack Walker, Clark Daly, Rich Mascara, Miss Brenda Chain, Chris Smith, our Tiffany Stanley, and Mr. Jared Mathis. Every one of them have been a huge support for us, and they're the reason we make it happen. I mean,
and to add to that,
blessed.
county commissioners and city council, the mayor, Joshua Kite, Brian Rogers, all these people working together. Everybody's on the same side, aren't they?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, you know, we're city county funded, and you know, we get funding from the county, and then we get hotel motel tax from the city, and you know, it's we have a really good relationship with all the parties. You know, and I have city and county commissioners that sit on my board, so it's really a neat thing as far as how it all works. And again, I have to pinch myself sometimes and make sure, you know, this is Dublin, Georgia.
Yeah.
You know, we have all these things in Dublin, Georgia. You know, it's really neat.
Yep.
We're super blessed.
Oh yeah,
Cannot say that enough.
And we should be proud, and we are. We're going to take a break, come back and wrap things up. Stay with us.
First Lawrence Bank invites you to experience banking at its best. Whether you have personal or business needs, we're a full-service bank big enough to handle all of your banking needs and small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank like First Lawrence Bank. Looking forward to your future. That's First Lawrence Bank in Dublin and Dexter, member FDIC.
Since we were founded, the Houston Clinic has sought to provide the most advanced orthopedic services available to men, women, and children of all ages and all walks of life. And today, Dr. Gay and Dr. Richter continue the tradition of service in the Lawrence County communities. From our sports teams through every facet of this community, the Houston Clinic is not only proud to serve you, we deem it an honor. The Houston Clinic, 100 Medical Drive, Suite 400 in Dublin.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to wrap things up here. You know, we're talking about money a while ago. I know from coaching, I know from working with Jordy and them, you don't make money on everything. I know baseball registration there's no way you make money charging what you charge for us to play baseball. I just don't see how you can make money, or football, or whatever it is, soccer. But then there's other things. You have to make money because you have to run this operation. And look how beautiful it is from the minute I pull in. Every time when I pulled in a while ago, I'm thinking, gosh, these fields are gorgeous. The trail down here, the way y'all did it and got the pond in there and the nature trail. And I mean, it's so attractive when you come in. It's appealing to the eyes, and it makes you proud. If you hadn't been out here, just drive through. You don't have to have a kid in recreation. You don't have to have nothing. Just ride through here so you can tell your relatives at the next family reunion what we got in Dublin, Georgia, because the thing is, they probably already know about it because they've come here from Dodge County or Effingham County or wherever, these tags that we talk about. But talk a little bit about that, because, you know, I think of surrounding counties charge sometimes twice what we charge to play. So why do you do those things?
So all of our rec sports, you know, recreation, our motto has been, you know, we're not trying to make money, we're just trying not to lose money. Well, we lose money in every rec sport that we do. You know, just the other day I was going over rec basketball, and, you know, we lose money because of the fees that we charge. And, you know, again, you know, we go up on these fees and people don't understand why. You know, again, we're looking at budgets and going, all right, we spent this much money, you know, in umpire fees. We spent this much money in uniforms, and the uniforms are going up, the umpire fees are going up, and we go up $5. Yeah. And, you know, people don't understand. Just the other day I was talking to another recreation department, and they were talking about their football program and, you know, what they charge. And I was like, man, you know, football is an expensive sport because we provide helmet, we provide shoulder pads, and we charge, I think it's right around $80, and they charge $125.
Wow.
And they give just a uniform. You know, and I promise you they're not on fields as nice as ours.
No.
And, you know, that stuff costs money, and I get it. Again, we've been trying to keep fees down. You know, on the travel side of it, travel baseball and softball and basketball it's all different because people chose to go a different route. People chose to do that. They wanted to do that and do something different. So yes, their fees are different. Mm-hmm. They pay more money, and yeah, we do make money on it because we provide a little different service sometimes. But it's the whole reason for doing travel baseball and softball was because we wanted to cut fees. It is super expensive, and also the wagon wheel, what I call the wagon wheel, we have tournaments come in Lawrence County. I wanted, the most expensive thing about travel sports is the travel. Yeah. Not what you pay the organization to play, it's the going, the meals, the gas, the hotel. Well, if we have 20 or 30 teams and we play majority of that stuff here in Dublin, we're saving people in our community money because they're not having to run up and down the road. Yeah. We're saving people money on, having these facilities. And then again, we are making money at the concession stand. Yeah. We are, so it's a wagon wheel to where, how all this works. And again, we're super blessed.
Amen. Amen. And before we close, looking back at this building we're in, this is just, it's the first time I come in it. I don't think I blinked when I come in. You just absorbing what you're looking at, the drop down cages and the basketball over here and the after school over here. And you talked about 30 or so kids after school, but in the summer, you're going to be able to accommodate more kids. And that's because I know the last couple years, she had to close it out with just so many people. You only got so much room. And we appreciate Tyler and them at Wellspring. They're incredible community people. So we can't thank them enough. And I know you feel the same. We've talked about it. But to have our own place and the parents drop their kids off here and we know they're here and you'll be able to accommodate so many more kids. And that helps the parents because they're out of school for the summer. What do kids do? Run the streets? No, you don't need to do that. You need them in a structured program like you have here.
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, and we are super thankful to Tyler and them for letting us use the church, and that's been a huge blessing. But having our own facility to where now we can add kids to that program and we can, do things like that. One of the things I did leave out that in this building that we were talking about, because I've been really talking to a group of homeschool. I was not aware of how many people homeschool their kid in Lawrence County, and I have really worked with this group on, they're going to utilize it during the day because it's going to be open. Good. We have a young lady coming and doing arts and craft for homeschool kids, and it signed up like that. I mean, within like 2 hours, it was full. I mean, so there's so many different things that we can do in here, and so many, if people will just communicate with us and call us, we're open for anything. We're willing to help and work with anybody. So, again, gets back to communication.
Amen. And I love what you said about homeschool, and there's a lot of people that homeschool, a lot, just that I know personally.
Over 1,000 people in our community.
A lot. And the thing is, they're not able to play sports in our schools. So this just opens up a whole new...
well, they can't do anything in our schools until they at least get to middle school.
That's right.
That's a huge group of kids that, aren't able to participate. They can participate in our rec sports. Again, we live in a world of people want to do more.
Yeah.
And I get it. I never fault anybody for wanting the best for their kid. I get it. We have talked to this group about coming up with some type of scenario to where homeschool communities would compete against each other in certain sports and do it in here. That would be super cool. You know, again, the sky's the limit. This building, I really believe, will be a game changer for our community.
Yes, yeah. Well, last question. Number one, you're perfect for this job. I have watched you come in here and you're just the perfect person for the job. So with that, the last question I want to ask you, what's the most fun part of your job?
Waking up and coming to work. I mean, you just never know what's coming, you know. I mean, it is, I really, honestly, every time I walk in this building, I'm blown away. And I've sent some pictures to some guys that, you know, that live in Atlanta and live in areas outside of Georgia, and they're like, unbelievable. I mean, to think we live in a community, you know, Lawrence County, less than 50,000 people, and we have something that nobody else in the state of Georgia has. Nobody. Is really amazing, and is a tribute to people in our community, our leaders, my board, the county commissioners, the city council, the mayor, Josh Powell, people like that have been super supportive, and you know, again, we're blessed to have all these people in our community.
Amen. They're sold out for our kids, though.
Yes, sir.
I mean, totally sold out. That's the only way I can describe it. Well, I appreciate you, brother. You're a busy man, but
thank you, sir.
You always take time to talk with me, and I appreciate
you.
Thank you, sir. And thank you for joining us today.